So the new song "Captured," which I think that's the first song that you recorded.
Yeah.
What made you say, or I would say, what do you mean by you were captured? And there was a line in the song where you said that you were lost and God found you. What do you mean by that?
Lost in life. Lost in, myself. Doesn't necessarily mean a good thing. Just not knowing where to go. It's like, he captured me. First of all, I feel like we always was captured the day he died for us. Because we were no longer slaves to sin, once he died for us. So I was captured that, that could go to any one of us. That's pretty much what it is on that capture then. And it's like, it's like he captured my soul, like not saying that he never was in control, but it was more like he took control, grabbed me under his wing and start, working with me, spiritually, mentally, it's still a process, So, it was just life, I grew up in church, like a lot of us do, and it wasn't until maybe 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, where I began to have a relationship with Christ and I began to learn more and understand more. So it's like when he captured me, he grabbed me under his wing and started holding my hand as he led me. And it's been a heck of a road, and I feel like I'm on track now because it's like I was lost. I was living for myself, and that's a dead end road, whether we know or understand that or not. I can make all the plans in the world, but if he doesn't say, okay, that's cool, then it ain't gonna happen. So what do? You hit a brick wall, you back at square one. Okay, what am I supposed to do? That didn't work. Boom, I'm gonna try this, and then go around the corner, boom, brick wall. What am I supposed to be doing in life? So it's so that's what I meant by I was lost. I was searching for my own way, not trying to live for him. Not saying that I didn't want to. It was just I was more focused on me and what I wanted. So once he snatched me up, although the road still gets a little cloudy and blurry and everything, it's it's just one of them type of deals I have to pull back and what am I doing wrong? What am I supposed to be doing? What am I not doing? What am I not understanding? What am I not seeing? And, kind of pull back and let him hop back in front of me again. So it's I have direction. I have focus. I have drive, motivation. I have all these things that he equipped me with upon birth. Now I know how to utilize them and, when to and how not to, especially when it's seeking my own glory, not even whether it's subconsciously or not, but, so it's I don't feel lost anymore. And that song is where the chorus usually would be, it's I'm lost, and then the second part, I was shackled, and then the last part is I'm saved by the blood of the Lamb.
Wow.
And that's kind of that was I think that song, that was kind of my transition, so to speak, from beginning to kind of where I am now, which each song is like that. It's a, not strategically laid and planned by me, but it just, in a direction I was appointed to, and it's sections of, of the transition, the journey and everything. So yeah, that was pretty much my transition from then to kind of where I'm at now.
And the big word that you just said, well, the big thing that you just said, as you were talking, you were saying about the relationship and and not religion. Can you talk to me about those two, the religion versus the relationship, because you big on that if people don't know?
Well, my opinion, I feel like religion is this big vague system that everybody have their inputs, their views, like their perspectives, what they think, their standards of whatever to what Christianity is. And us as humans, we can't paint that picture. You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, I just think it's a vague system. It's a vague system that, everybody have their opinions, and from within that system, it's like it's designed for the next person to be judged. Whether it's judging the next Christian or judging the next human. That's what I feel like that kind of like is formulated on. Now, relationship, that's different. Because like I said at first, grew up in church and everything, I always prayed and talked to God and everything. I did all that, but it wasn't like, we all go to God and Christ when we going through something. Boy, them the best prayers ever. Them the best conversations ever. You know what I mean? But it's like relationship-wise, it's much deeper. Just say you met somebody, right? Whether it's male or female, just cool with them. Until you really get to know them and learn them, understand them, spend time with them, then the intimacy build within that. And so it's like you no longer view this person from an image or view this person from externally. You know this person now. You know what I mean? So it's that's like true relationship. And from my experience, once you have a relationship with Christ, that's when you get that direction. That's when you really get, retrieve that favor. Grace is given automatically, not to be taken for granted. Mercy as well. But it's like when you have that relationship with Christ, then you're truly experience God's supernatural in our natural. Because we're living for His glory. We living to fulfill consciously. Living to fulfill the purpose while we were created, versus, I'm a Christian, or I'm a, whatever religion someone else is or whatever, it's just a vague thing. But relationship is in depth, in tune, connected. You know what I mean? It's two different things, my opinion. So, my pastor, Dr. Tony Evans, at the Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship, he hit it dead on. It's oh man, I lost my train of thought. Wow. It's like when you living, when it come down to religion, it's like when he was in theology school. Say you get caught up in trying to, pass the classes, A's and B's or whatever, you achieve that, but you're not growing spiritually because you focused on the grades and everything. So although you have all the knowledge, you don't grow spiritually. So it's that's religion and that's relationship. It makes sense.
Make a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense.
So yeah.
And then I'm gonna close it out like this. I think you need a good, healthy relationship. You need a good mix of both, of relationship and religion. I say 80% relationship and 20% religion. Cause when you get, when you do go to church, respect this house. You know what I'm saying? Respect this house. Know the protocol that you have to proceed, and and with the relationship, it's everything that you just said. But the the next song I want to discuss is the VicTore.
Mm-hmm.